In this lecture, we are going to learn how to search for a string in all the files you have. In order to do that, we are going to use the action finding path. To open it, just hit Ctrl+Shift+F. This window is going to show up and you can type in here the string you want to search for. For example, public. For each occurrence IntelliJ finds, you will get an entry here. And in the specific case where there are different matches in the same file, you will get an entry here for each match if they are in different lines. As you can see here, for example, in the file X in the package good, there are 5 matches but 4 entries, because 2 of them are in the same line. There are several modifiers in here. Basically, these ones define how the match is done. And these ones in here and these other ones are going to define where you are going to look for in. If you hit this one, the case is going to match exactly. You will have to look for lowercase in order to find lowercase. For example, if I look for poison, we get 2 results, and one of them is in uppercase despite we have looked for it in lowercase. If we select the checkbox, the uppercase result is gone. The next modifier is words. That means that the string we are looking for cannot be contained within another string. Saying it another way, it means that the characters surrounding it have to be dots, spaces, or something that is considered a separator. For example, if I search for public in a normal way just to see what we find, we can see that publicly available is also a match for this string. And if I select match words, publicly available is no longer a match. In addition to what we have just seen, we can use regular expressions. In order to use it in its full potential, you will have to know regular expressions. We are going just to see a very simple example. If you want to search for all the strings starting with P and following by any character and ending with a C, this is what you will look for. Dot means whatever character and asterisk means repetition of the previous character. And as you can see here, it gives you a lot of flexibility. The next one, file mask, allows us to select which kind of file type we want to look in. Taking again Poison as an example, you can see there are 2 matches, one is a Java file and the other one is an HTML file. And right now we are only going to choose HTML files. As you can see, this is a very powerful filter because when you are programming you have very different types of files like properties, HTMLs, JavaScript, Java files, and you can search for things exactly where you want. There are also several options in this funnel that allow us to search in different places. Right now we are looking anywhere, but we could be looking only in comments. If I search for "this is a very useful comment," we only get entries where the match is in a comment. But I could also search for it in string literals. Well, nothing shows up because maybe I have made a mistake. Yeah, the problem is I put an extra L and I will have to correct it in the comment we saw previously. So if I search anywhere, I will be able to go back and correct it there. So right now, if I search for a string again, I will get the 2 entries. But if I search for it in string literals, I will get just one. The one within quotes. And we can also do the opposite operation, search for it in every place except in comments. In this new case, we get exactly the same result. But if I search in every place except in the string literal, I will get the comment. These modifiers are very descriptive and allow us to search in different places of our project. The most different one is scope, but it is the same thing as saying custom. You can create your own set of files where you can search for things. Or also select dynamic set of files. For example, you could choose to select files from different modules or directories starting with a certain prefix, or you could search for things in the files that were the result of a previous search, things like that. We are not going to see it in this course because it is a bit advanced. The last thing we are going to see here is what this thing and what this other thing mean. This tag button allows you to keep the window open when you click outside the window. Well, if I click outside the window, it closes, and if I don't want that behavior, I just have to hit the tag button. And as you can see, it doesn't matter how many times I click outside the window, it's not going to close. And this button allows us to put the search results in the bottom window, as I have this other one in here. This is useful when you want to have more information about the result. Where it happened, in which configuration it happened, you can filter by them with these buttons in here. Well, there is another thing to tell about finding path. If I search for a different thing like XXX and I try to open it in the find window, it's going to replace the previous one. If I don't want that to happen, I have to click the tag button in here. And I search again for a different thing, for example public, and opening the find window. Then another tab is going to open. Well, that's everything for this lecture. I hope you learned a lot.